All right, where are we? Okay, so it's been a couple hours. Let's come back and take a look at things. I have our text downloader that is making... Oops. Didn't double click that into the container. The node group. So now that should all be there. Okay, so we have... I have text, one row... one process of text downloading happening, and it's coming into an allocator, all the files, and I'm splitting that into this needs to be backwards. No, this is right. So I've got 47 kilobytes per set, or 1,000 per 47,000 per second going to the uploader to make money, and then I have 11,000 going to the data lab. I could probably shut that off and just feed it all. Or is that just going to split it? No. Now only 5,000 are going, and I got 54, but this is going to increase. Everything's backing up. It's fine. It's okay. I can increase the speed, I guess, to make it process these faster. It's just giving me research faster, so it's okay. So that's going to an auto collector. That's all working just fine. Let's put that there for fun. Okay, and then my GPU. I've got I've added 2 more GPUs to my cluster. 2 of them are going to a synchronizer. That synchronizer is going to a scheduler and giving me an additional 29 megahertz in clock speed, which I'm routing back. Oops. I'm routing back. If you look at it, it'll highlight the line. It's running back to our clock speed synchronizer. And that synchronizer is feeding into our text downloader. I'm playing around with that. I just thought I'd play. And then I have another one of our GPUs mining Bitcoins or Litecoins. So that's fun. Make a little bit extra cash. Okay, then we have our regular message text downloader. It's working just fine. I've decided I'm going to try and group. I've created a synchronizer. So you pull your processor, your clock speed line into a group, and I can add more in here if I ever need it. But this is going to be really handy because I'm connecting anytime I move this, everything's going with it, and I don't have to worry about getting my synchronizer or my clock speeds routed back. I don't know, I'm playing around with some ideas, but I like that so far. So this is just another text downloader, straight cache. We have the image downloader doing the same thing with the synchronizer. We're coming here and we're just going to plug all 3 into the one synchronizer. Share its clock speed, everything moves, it works just great. And then we have the sound downloader, which I'm trying to keep the process going. But I think it's time to expand and grow. So let's go into, see if we've got anything new here. I haven't been doing requests. I haven't got any new achievements. That's fine. What do we got? 245, and I'm waiting for 300 to get the Antivirus Pro. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay. Is there more than that? Okay, there's boosts. The boosts are all on. Okay, here's our upgrades. We can get the video downloader now for 30 trillion. I'm also going to spend, well, let's hold on that. So now we have video. So you know the drill. I'm going to start with a node group. We're going to put it here. Need to make it El Grande because I just got a feeling. And we are out of processing power. Where's that one going to? Got a free one. what I could do, since this is feeding back into it, we could take this away. We're going to do that. Because I got a feeling we're going to need quite a bit of processing power for this videos. Here we go. We got a video downloader. What's up? No. Let's start using Signal. Okay, so we have video downloader, and then we're going to need our, where is it? There it is, our synchronizer. And we want to mimic everything. We want to do a checksum, which I believe is in the processor. We're going to verify it. Then we're going to do a virus scan here. And we need to do a quarantine. Now, this is going to take, to process one is going to take quite a bit of time. Need a folder. And we need an uploader. And we need an auto collector. All right, let's set this up. So videos are going to come in. We're going to check them. If they're good, they're going to go to the virus scanner. I suppose we could hook all this up too. All the clock speed, all our processing. Good videos are going to come to quarantine. Nope. Good videos are going to the folder. Bad ones are going to go into quarantine, and then the quarantine, once it's clean, is going to go into the folder. Folder is going to go to the uploader, and the uploader is going to get us some payday. And then all we need to do is hook up back to our upload station. If I can find it. Clear up here. There we go. And as soon as we connect download, we need to put the downloader into it and add this clock speed to our synchronizer. We should be good to go, and we can verify that. We can watch it do its thing. It's downloading a video. It's doing a checksum verifier. And if it's good, it's going to go. If it's bad, it's going to hang out like it is. Now, we can fix that. Let's go into our research. We're going to get the re-downloader, which fixes corrupted files and increases its value. So for 3K, we're going to get the re-downloader, and we're going to install that. I think, where's that go? It's down here. The re-downloader. So it takes download power, which is not the best thing we want to do, but it's going to help us get more money. So we're going to grab another download line, plug that in, and we're going to take the bad videos and we're going to re-download them. Okay. And then that's going to give us another good video that we can gonna have to create a new folder so that the good videos go into the folder and the re-downloaded folder videos go into the folder. So now it's all just good videos. Put that through the virus scan, and that's going to help us make more money. Now I need to go add a downloader and a folder to all these other processes. So we're going to grab the re-downloader. Where does this go? I think this is going, yep. out to here into images. I'm gonna unclick that. Because we have 360,000. That's fine. Oh, this is sound. Okay, let's do sound. Sound, we have 15,000 in sound. There we go. Gonna uncheck that. Let's get our folder going. A lot of this is just organization, but it's so fun. All right. Good sound goes to the folder, bad sound goes to the re-downloader, and then back into the good folder. The good folder goes into there. We need to have some more download power. Go in there. Now, I think... Ten, 9, okay. So now that's disconnected. Let's go. Let's disconnect the re-downloader and let it. Oh, it's building fast. But I can come over here to this folder and go into sound, click it, come to the re-downloader, and it should go nuts. Re-downloading that backlog. Okay. We need a re-downloader folder. Okay, disconnect. Gonna connect this over to here. Images need to be taken off. Image. So that the images can go to the re-downloader. Add the internet or download process. Feed them back in. Now it's all virus scanning. All this just to increase the money per second. We're getting 706 billion per second right now. And that's not bad. That ain't bad at all. Okay, we got some achievements. There's 25. Getting close. Getting close. I need 20 more tokens. All right, let's go back into our, where are we? Research. Now we can get data refinement. This unlocks the data refiner, which refines files for increased research value. Okay. Still have some left over. Next one's Bitcoin mining. Unlocks ability to mine Bitcoin, a coin with medium volatility for 10,000. Now we get hacking for 50,000. And with hacking, you want to start with this one first, the corporation breaching for 25,000. The rest of this is gonna, 2 million to do infection damage. If you want to do compression, that's another thing. I don't want to do this second. Can't afford it anyway. Enhancements. You kind of need to get the enhancer and the compressor together. And then you would get government breaching. All right. So we're going to let's fix this first. Let's grab all of these, slide them down. Let's grab all of these. That's as far as we can slide it for now. That's fine. Okay, so we need the re-downloader. Get it in there, and then in a folder. We'll get to hacking here in just a second. So let's disconnect that. Let's get another download thread going. It's not really a thread in this game. And we need to connect that. And connect that, and then we need to disconnect the other files here from going out because we're gonna download them into the re-downloader. And then the re-downloader into the folder. Let's double check and make sure we get the re-downloader. Yep. Okay, that is going swimmingly. Let's set up a new section, a new group, a node group for hacking. I want to give myself some space here. All right, we're going to click the hacker. We need a hacker. We need a payload. We need to launch the payload. And for now, I'm going to grab anonymous. Okay, this works really strangely. So I want the payload launcher here. I want the hacker up top. And it works really strange. So the hacker's going to hack. And he's going to build a payload. That payload, it needs to go to wherever you're trying to hack. And in this case, it's just anonymous. Now your hacker experience points need to route back to the hacker so that he gets experience, or she gets experience points for the hacking being done. Now, this is not going so well right now. I'm getting 3. You want, it starts off slow. As long as this flashes green, that means that every time you've tried to breach, you've succeeded. So if we take a look at this, our hacker power is 30, and that's going in to create 30 per second on the payload damage. So if we have 36, it's going to take 2 seconds to hack this because it's got to go through the firewall and breach. So this is a total of 40. We're hitting with 60 every 2 seconds. Basically, you want to make sure that you're breaching everything on the red line before you run out of time. So if I increase the threat, now we have 72. And we're still beating it because we're breaching before we run out of time. So what I do is I just sit here and watch it and make sure that as I increase the threat, we're flashing green, I'm breaching before I run out of time. Now if I go up again, I don't know if I'm gonna get this, because that's 288. See how it flashes red? We didn't get it. So you're not gonna get experience points. So drop it one more. We got 55, now we got 71, and that's what we wanna see. So there is going to be a little bit of maintenance on this. Now, why are we doing hacking? So as we breach anonymous right now, I'm just gaining experience points because I want my hack power to be stronger, right? My payload is 67 at level 3. And if I go back in, the next thing that I want is government breaching. So you're going to start hacking the government and getting files. And that's going to allow us to open like our tokens. Look at the services. Respect the refund all hack points and upgrades. I don't want to do that. On the upgrades. Now at the bottom of upgrades, we've got 3 sections. We've got a hack. We've got our regular upgrades. Now we have hacker. So every time you upgrade, every time you level up your hacker, you get a skill point to spend. We can increase our payload damage. We can increase the breach speed by 4%. We can increase breach time limit by 1 second. We can increase the rewards by 100%. So I'm gonna let this sit for a while. I kind of want the rewards because you only get 1 and it takes 5. So I'm just going to let him sit here for a while and collect some more levels. Plus we need 400,000 more science to unlock government and start getting some more points. Okay, so that's hacker upgrades. We also have additional upgrades, and this is for the rewards of hacking. So now we have money on the upper left, we have science, tokens we've accumulated, and now we have new things. I don't know what this pie graph is. And those can be spent here. So we can do insider trading to increase money gained by 20%. And that happens globally, not just with hacking. It's the whole freaking system. And we could do blackmail, which reduces prices by 5%. But this is only needs 5. So we're going to get that fairly quickly. Once we unlock, let's grab that. There we go. We got our 300. Let's go to perks. 300 is the Antivirus Pro that I wanted. Unlocks the Antivirus Pro, which scans and removes viruses from files. Okay. So that's hacking. That's hacking. So now we're going to go back. If we come up here and we look at our scanner, we now have Antivirus Pro. So I'm going to click and drag that up here, and I'm going to click virus scanner. Wait, Antivirus Pro question. Antivirus Pro. Let's just double check it. Question. Scans and removes viruses from files using clock speed, adding the scanned modifier and increasing its value by 4%. Amount of cycles. Okay, so we're going to go through a virus scanner, and instead of quarantining it, I want to antivirus it to remove it and put it in there. But we also need more clock speed. There we go. Because we scan it. Should we scan it or just run it? Yeah, let's just keep it like it is. We're just doing text files. So instead of quarantining it, I want to, does that increase? Let's find out. Let's see if that increases. Where'd it go? It's right here. Antivirus Pro. Clock speed. I'm probably doing this wrong. Take the infected, run it through here, connect it. I don't see an increase in money. It's fine. It is what it is. It is what it is. I wonder if I'm using it right. There's a chance I'm not. It happens from time to time. Because what does quarantine do? Scans and removes viruses from files using... That doesn't sound right. Quarantine. Removes the infected modifier from the files using clock speed, the amount of cycles. Removes viruses from files. Infected modifier. But it still has the virus. Antivirus Pro is supposed to give us more more processing power or money, but I'm not seeing that happen. $687. Something's going on. Oh, we're just taking a while. All right. So while that's happening, let's increase that. Let's add more clock speed. It's so fun. Just to use your brain. You gotta play by the rules. So I have to understand what is this doing? What is the antivirus? Let's take another look at this. So the virus scanner scans the files for viruses, adding the scanned modifier and increasing its value by 4. Downloaded files have a 50% chance of having infected modifier, which reduces its value by 4. And that's fine. Quarantine removes the modifier, whereas Antivirus Pro scans and removes viruses, increasing its value by 4. I want the Antivirus Pro to scan it, because it is removing, if we look, we've got the virus images coming in, right? It's processing them, it's outputting without the virus. And I'm sure it's going to take a minute to get down here and actually get into the 4 times amount. I don't know, it is what it is. All right, our hacker's level 5. Flying through it. Let's give him some more challenges here. Got that one. Let's increase the threat. We're maxed out at 4/4. Got it. Cool. So let's go into our upgrades. Hacker, increase breach rewards by 100%. That means that our hack experience is going to go up. So now we're making 2,900 per hack. 3,000. Look at that. No, that's not right. Doesn't say what the hack experience is. Just 0. Then it loops back in. It's happening fast. That's all I care about. We got that. I don't have any modifiers. We can do some upgrading here. Let's increase premium video sales by 100%. Let's increase, we're going to wait on that. I need the science for the other thing. Increase the value of sound files. There we go. And again, and again. Now we're making $1.79 trillion a second. And we got some crypto going. Didn't we unlock Bitcoins? We did unlock Bitcoins. Let's drag that up, do some Bitcoin mining. So we got Bitcoins here. Let's take that off the Litecoin. Let's hook up our mine Bitcoins. And we'll attach that to this crypto seller. Then we can delete that one. Now we got Bitcoins. These are probably going to be worth more. 2 a second. Whereas the Litecoin is 6,000. But if we look at the value is 200% here and it's 300% here. I don't know. Let's let it run. Can't hurt. Can't hurt. Anything else need updating? Everything else looks good. These, what is this? Videos. Yeah. Because they're large files, it's just going to take a long time to process. But if we look, we're making 1.46 trillion a second with that. So, got a lot of stuff going on. Where were we with the... We need 500,000 for government breaching. And 2 million for infection damage. I could get that, but I don't want it. Unlocks the enhancer, allowing files to be improved at the cost of increased size. So you're going to affect your upload speeds. And then compression unlocks compressor, allowing files to be compressed, reducing its size. So you're going to enhance it and then compress it. I don't even know if I want to do that. It seems like it may not even be worth it. Okay, let's take another look before we end the video real quick, 30 minutes. We can upgrade our processing or GPU cluster. Now we're mining Bitcoins. At 4 a second, and we already have 2 trillion versus 1 trillion at the Litecoin. Well, and we're not making any more, so we might as well just sell that off. Sell this for another 3 trillion just for funsies. So there's that. We have research going. We got 33 million in the queue. It's all backed up. That's fine. We have something that we need to add for research. Where was that? something we got for, here it is, the data refiner. Refines files 100% increase research value. So if I come here to the data refiner and I want to disconnect that, we got to connect it to here and then connect it to here. We also need to add another process line for clock speed. So now we see the tag on here for texts for research. Yeah, it's supposed to help increase research, I reckon. All right, still having fun, still having a blast, still lots more to unlock. Let's do premium videos for another 100 trillion. Increase the efficiency of the scheduler. I think we're still using that. Crypto value gained from crypto coins by 100%. Did that a couple times. So now we should have a lot more value in our crypto coins. Are we done with, okay, sound is done. So we're gonna disconnect sound from here. Where was that going? The re-downloader? Yep. We need to plug that back in. We also need to remove the quarantine and add the antivirus into here. There we go. Flying. Looking good. Looking real good. Okay. We're making 2.67 trillion per second. And we can see in the upper left, it's just going. Going. So we have 360. I just leave it there. I don't care. Let me just leave it there. There's no garbage bin. There's no like delete. As far as I can tell. We had a delete bin when we first started, but the game made us remove it. And I don't know if we have a collector, auto collector, node groups, crypto seller, inventory, stores resources of the same type and combines them to a single output, but that's just for cash. And then we have a splitter, and that's just for cash. I don't know why you'd want to split one cache into multiple caches out. I'll have to research that. Not sure why you would do that. We have folders and the allocator. We know how to do the allocator, or it takes one income, one inbound on the allocator, and then you can balance two outputs and you can have a ratio there. I don't know if I like having, I have to figure this splitter. Why would I want splits currency types resources into two outputs with user controlled ratios? Why would I want, I mean, I'm just having auto collectors all over the place. I don't know why I would want to have that. I'll have to think about it. And then this one is group currency type resources together in a single output. Again, I don't know why I would want to have that the way I'm playing, because every line has an auto collector. That's another thing. I need to get onto the Discord group and see other people's builds and layouts to see what they're doing, just for funsies. I like what I'm doing. I think it makes sense to me to have each process in a line like this, but I'm weird. Anyway, thanks for watching. More to come.